So here's where we land. What if we discovered another intelligent species on Earth? Imagine waking up tomorrow to the greatest discovery in human history. Not alien life, not a revolutionary artificial intelligence, but another intelligent civilization, already living on Earth. Not hidden beneath the oceans, not living underground, simply unknown until now. A species capable of language, science, engineering, art, culture. A civilization with intelligence comparable to our own. How would humanity react? Would we welcome them or fear them? Let's imagine what that future might look like. At first, the world would celebrate. Every news network would stop everything else. Scientists would call it the most important discovery ever made. Governments would issue statements promising peace and cooperation. Universities would launch new research programs overnight. Children would become fascinated. Social media would explode with excitement. For a brief moment, the entire planet would be united by curiosity. But history tells us that curiosity rarely stays simple for long. As communication improves, cooperation begins. Doctors from both civilizations exchange medical knowledge. One species understands biology in ways humans never imagined. The other has mastered engineering techniques unlike anything on Earth. Together, they develop new medicines. Previously incurable diseases disappear. Agriculture becomes dramatically more efficient. Food shortages begin to fade. Energy systems become cleaner. Entire industries transform within a single generation. For the first time in history, humanity has an intellectual partner, not a rival, a partner. Daily life slowly changes. Schools begin teaching two histories, two cultures, two languages. Cities are redesigned to accommodate both species. Restaurants introduce completely unfamiliar cuisines. Artists collaborate. Musicians create entirely new styles. Sports evolve. Children grow up believing that sharing classrooms with another intelligent species is perfectly normal. What once seemed impossible becomes ordinary. But every major change creates new challenges. Who owns the land? Who controls natural resources? Who decides environmental policies? What happens when one civilization wants to build a city where the other considers the land sacred? Political debates become more complicated than ever before. Some businesses see opportunity. Others see competition. Some people embrace the future. Others fear losing their identity. Slowly, trust becomes harder to maintain. Then come the misunderstandings. Not because either civilization is hostile, but because they think differently. Imagine that direct eye contact represents honesty for humans, but is considered an aggressive threat by the other species. A diplomatic meeting suddenly becomes tense. Neither side understands why. Financial markets react. Governments prepare for the worst. Military forces become cautious. Only later does everyone discover that the entire crisis began with a cultural misunderstanding. Not a weapon, not an attack, a misunderstanding. Perhaps this becomes humanity's greatest lesson. Intelligence alone isn't enough. Understanding matters even more. Two brilliant civilizations can still misunderstand one another if they don't share the same assumptions. The challenge is no longer learning new science. The challenge is learning empathy, patience, communication. Over time, humanity begins to change. Religions reconsider ancient beliefs. Philosophers ask entirely new questions. History books are rewritten. Being human no longer means being the smartest species on Earth. Instead, it means becoming one intelligent civilization among two. Some people struggle with that idea. Others find it inspiring. Maybe the greatest discovery isn't the existence of another intelligent species. Maybe it's realizing how much we still have to learn about ourselves. Because for thousands of years, humans have measured intelligence by comparison. Now, there is no comparison, only coexistence. Would conflict still happen? Almost certainly. Would cooperation achieve things neither civilization could accomplish alone? Probably. The future would likely be neither perfect nor disastrous. It would be complicated, messy, extraordinary. Very much like human history itself. So here's the real question. If humanity discovered another intelligent civilization living on Earth tomorrow, would we choose competition or cooperation? Would we see equals or rivals? And perhaps the most important question of all, would we be intelligent enough to live together? This is Voopsera. If this kind of thought experiment makes you see the future a little differently, don't forget to subscribe. Because sometimes the most interesting don't have answers. They have possibilities.